Hi guys, my name is Sean. I'm a houseplant enthusiast from Jakarta, Indonesia. I like to care for different plant species and propagate them and then document that experience with you here on YouTube so that you can take better care of your plants. So if you're into that kind of content, please do consider subscribing to my channel and send this video a like. In today's video, I'm going to be saving this Dracaena white aspen, and actually nothing's really wrong with it except that this plant actually needs a lot of bright light, and we're running out of space indoors to keep it. So it's been sitting out here for the last 6 months and it's been happy. It's been putting out a lot of new growth. As you can see, it's got a lot of variegation on the leaves. That's why it needs a little bit more light than your other Dracaenas. However, as you can see from now, the wind is like crazy. And this plant has actually become a little bit limp. As you can see, it's like really fighting the wind. A lot of my plants have already fallen off their pots because the wind is just too strong, and I've already repotted them, and you'll see those videos up soon. But I've wanted to propagate this plant into quite a few plants. I'm gonna go really extreme today with propagation. So yeah, I will take you on this journey to show you how I propagate this different ways. But first of all, I'm gonna share with you the care of this plant. With Dracaenas, they do like bright indirect light, and they have to actually dry out between watering. So they're very, very prone to overwatering, and they would lose a lot of leaves dramatically if you overwater them. It will turn yellow and crispy brown. And also I heard that they are very sensitive to tap water, and they will give you crispy brown tips if you water them with tap water that has a lot of minerals buildups in them. So today I'm gonna cut this guy up, and it's going to be a very extreme propagation. I'm gonna cut it up to many pieces. I have it in my head, so I'm gonna go ahead and walk you through it. So I actually have propagated Dracaenas before, and I assume that this species will have similar growth pattern with the other Dracaenas, where if you cut them, 2 or 3 branches will appear from the part that you cut them off. So they will actually branch out quite well. I don't know if you can see, that's Gia over there. Gia, come here. Cutie. Say hi. You want to say hi? Come on. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and propagate this plant. I'm gonna do it right here because this pot is too heavy and it's too big. So yeah, let's get started. So I want to show you close-ups of the plant, and as you can see, the bottom part here is crisping a bit. By right, these lower leaves should have fallen off. That's how Dracaenas grow. And as you can see here, the top portion is actually doing really well. It's putting out some beautiful new leaves. This is quite a beautiful specimen, actually. Okay, so I'm going to make the first cut here. So that's the tip. I would go a few notes down, I would say right around here. Yeah, sorry, there you go. Perfect. And then what I'm gonna do is strip some of the lower leaves off. Because you don't want to propagate with these leaves in the potting mix. They will rot. I think I'm good. This is actually even too many leaves, but I have propagated Dracaenas before with a lot of leaves, and they do quite well. So I may actually leave this alone as it is. Some of the leaves may fall off. You know what, hang on, I'm gonna actually do, I contradict myself all the time. Yeah, I think this is good. This is a good amount. As you can see here, this is the stem. And so what I have prepared here is actually a potting mix in actually a see-through pot. And so this is my general purpose potting mix. And I love this pot actually. I just got a lot of them because I can actually see the roots develop on plants. So I'm just gonna go ahead and stick this into the pot. Okay, it's so strong. The wind is so strong. Okay. Okay. And then I'm gonna water this down. So this is done. I'm gonna give you guys an update on these to show you how it looks like in a few months time. Okay, so what I'm gonna do here actually, I can actually leave some of the leaves on. The leaves actually gonna help when I propagate. It's gonna help with the photosynthesis. Expose. Oh, you know what? I think this is good size cutting. I think. Some people actually take off all the leaves and just stick the cutting into the potting mix, and oh, this is such a beautiful young shoot. It's still green. the woody ones are what you should be worried about, because the woody ones are not gonna, actually, you know what, I forgot, I should have taken out my rooting hormone. For the woody stems, actually rooting hormone is much preferred, but you know what, I'm not gonna use that. So yeah, I leave some of the leaves on only because I like it for the plant to still photosynthesize a bit, but too many leaves can be a problem. Let me see, you know, I'm gonna take it off. There you go, I left 4 leaves on. I'm gonna just stick this in another pot here. All right, there you go. Going down lower. For this one, I did the same. I left a few leaves on. Maybe I'll just leave 3 on this one. Okay. And this one I'm actually going to do it in sphagnum moss, just to see the difference, see which one it does better in. There you go. And next I'm gonna do 2 more cuttings, I believe. My gardeners are looking at me from far away. It's like, you're crazy. You're cutting up this beautiful tree. Okay, so I took off all the leaves. I have this essentially. And what I'm gonna do with this one is actually to plant it into the potting mix. I hear that you should do it sideways. So yeah, I'm just gonna do that. I'm just gonna leave that in there and see what happens. Do one more. Oh, this one's getting a little bit woodier. It's harder to cut. Okay, I think I'm done. Oh, of course you're not looking at, hang on, let me put the camera. This is all that's left. Oh my god, okay. So yeah, we're gonna see which one performs better. And some people actually plant it downwards. I don't know if I should try to do that. You know what, I'm going to. Why not? Since I'm already this far into my method of madness. Yeah, it's super windy here. Do I want to do one more, or no? I'm good, I think. Yeah, so this plant should actually branch out from here, I believe. So let's see. The plant still have some leaves here that can help it photosynthesize, even though these leaves are so limp right now. So I'm going to let it do its thing. I'm going to water these cuttings, keep it moist but not soggy wet, and watch for roots. So I'll update you guys in a few months. Bye. Here's a 6 weeks update on the plant. This is the parent plant, as you can see here. The leaves are pretty much the same. I think the crisping has increased. I don't remember what it looked like, but I'm debating whether to take these leaves off or to just leave it, because I think they're still photosynthesizing here. So I guess I'm leaving it alone. But we're here to see this. Look at that. That's a new growth point here. Hello. And then back there, there's another little bud there. Very cute. Hello, little one. Do I see more? Nope. I think that's it. 2. I'm happy with 2. So let's look at the cuttings, see how they're doing. So I basically ignore them. They get overwatered. This is a little bit overwatered. Actually, it's been a bit sopping wet. I can feel that it's very heavy. But this plant is alive. It's not rotted off yet, so I'm gonna let it do its thing. This other cutting is doing all right as well. Let me see. Do I see a growth point here? Nope. Not yet. It's gonna branch out from one side, but it's probably busy putting out roots at this time. Let me see. Is there any roots in here? Nope. I don't see any roots. And this is very, very heavy. This is actually very overwatered. And the stem that I put sideways, which actually I bet was gonna take off, rotted off. So unfortunately, that's what happened. But the other one is still strong. It's still solid, so it's not rotted off. It's probably busy putting out roots. But what I'm excited to show you is here. This is the parent plant. Not parent plant, sorry, the top cutting. What am I talking about? very pretty. It continues to put out new leaves. This is such a resilient plant, and the new leaf here has some light green color stripes on the leaves. Very cute. And voila, look at that. This is covered in roots. This is going to be such a pretty plant because it's not as leggy as the plant that we started with. So I can give it a really nice pot. I'm just going to wait for it to root some more before I change it into a different pot. So I guess I will see you guys in a few more weeks when I'm ready to repot these and give you guys more updates on the plant. Bye! Welcome to a 4.5 months update on the plant. This is taking a lot longer than I thought. Let's go with the smallest one first. So we did lose some of the cuttings that I showed before, the ones with the stumps, but this one is actually doing quite well. Look at all these roots, and then it's put out a little bud here. How cute. And if I'm lucky, I should have another bud somewhere, but I need to just give this time and it will grow into something big and beautiful. But I do need to move this into proper potting medium, and then I need to give it good fertilizing because I haven't fertilized this at all, and I think it's gonna appreciate that. And moving on up, this is the medium sized one, and it's just continued to grow and grow. I believe this was the top cutting if I'm not wrong. It is so dusty, I'm so sorry. I do need to clean the leaves, but I haven't really had the time. And it's doing well, it's growing and growing. Look at that beautiful new growth point, which I really love. And the roots are doing well, and I do need to give this another pot as well. I see mealybugs in there. I haven't really treated this for pests, and I haven't fed it with nutrients. I see that slow release fertilizer there. Look at how expanded they are. So 4.5 months is a long time to not fertilize the plant. These guys, by the way, are getting some dappled direct sunlight. It's getting a little bit of direct sunlight, and they do love it bright. And the direct sunlight don't seem to burn it at all, even the variegated bits. But let's move on to the parent plant, which is important. And keep in mind that these leaves were already pretty crazy, droopy in the beginning of our film, and that's why we wanted to cut it up because they looked so sad. So I can either cut it up, in fact, I can just remove these, or I can just leave it on. If I leave it on, it's gonna still photosynthesize because all the green parts are still here. So it's gonna help this plant along. But let's quickly look at this new growth here. This is looking very nice. So this is giving me, I see this one bud here, and then there's another one, the secondary one is coming up soon. So I do need to fertilize these two. As I can see here, I have not fertilized this almost at all. And it is doing quite well. Look at this beautiful growth here. So what I can do is just leave it alone, and it's just gonna give me two branches coming out, which is a good look. Sometimes they do 3. If I'm lucky, I'll get 3. But this is slower growing than your regular Dracaenas, I guess, because most of the leaves are white, as you can see. Look at how pretty that is. I'm just gonna have to be patient, give it time. These guys are not cheap to come by, and I know that my parents want this back for their landscaping purposes, especially since my dad has gotten into plants lately. So I'm gonna give this back to them and let it grow and see how they do, I guess, in their new environment. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you guys are caring for and propagating your plants away happily, and that you guys are discovering something new every day, just like as I am today. I'm actually quite surprised by this experiment, although I do have some beautiful Aglaonema and Diplodocea videos that are coming. You're not supposed to see that, but there are some really cool experiments. There's different ways that you can propagate those, so stick around and find out. I'm at Botanist on Instagram. If you want to DM me on any questions regarding plant care and propagation, I'll try my best to get back to you. Meanwhile, do take care and stay safe. I will see you in the next video. Bye.